This is Storefront Hitchcock CD version, take 1.
Hi, is my hair alright? Okay, let's go. You have 2 coffees. One of them is 1 coffee too many for you. On a health kick, yeah, trying to lead a middle-aged life. Well, it's either that or drop dead. Wait till you get older than this and then turn around and tell me I was young for my age. Yeah. And it feels like 1974, waiting for the waves to come and crash on the shore. But you're far inland. You're in funky denim wonderland. You and David Crosby and a bloke with no hand. You've got hair in places most people haven't got brains. Ooh. But it feels like 1974. Sid Barrett's last session, he can't sing anymore. He's gonna have to be Roger now for the rest of his life. Oh, enough about me, let's talk about you. You were working at the Earth Exchange in half 22. Rebel, Rebel was your favorite song on the Archway Road, where it all belonged. All those molecules of time that you thought you'd shed forever. All those inches of time that you thought you could just say bye-bye. And as Nixon left the White House, you could hear people say they'll never rehabilitate that mother, no way. Yep, worry, worry goes the helicopter out of my way. I got a president to dump in the void. Ooh. Python's last series and the Guardian said the stench of rotting minds. But what else could you smell back then? You didn't have to inhale too hard. You could smell the heads festering in the backyard. There's a baby in a basket and it's taking your name. And one day it'll grow up and say, who are you, eh? And you say that's where it ended. But I said no, 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 it just faded away. August was great. Oh, it feels like 1974. Ghastly mellow saxophones all over the floor. Feels like 1974. You could vote for Labour, but you can't anymore. Feels like 1974. Digging Led Zeppelin in Grimsby. Oh, Cries. Replacing this cone is Demme. I don't know why people ever actually introduce songs, because the song itself is its introduction to itself. It's like if you meet somebody named Martha, they say, "This is Martha." I mean, you know, that person happens to be known as Martha, just as I might be called Bloomingdale's, or you know, Denny might be called Staten Island, but that's really only the beginning of the story. You know, Martha is a whole mass of molecules and complexes and things bound together by terrifying physical improbabilities. And the truth is she could fly apart at any moment, like some terrible pent-up lock that's waiting to snap and spatter her psyche across the universe. God knows, it is disgusting, Denny, it's life, you know. If it weren't for our rib cages, there would just be spleens a-go-go, you know. Not just you and me here with this live audience. But worse, imagine there are people seeing this thing in art house movies all over the place, and they're going to have to check their stomachs. Supposing they've managed to buy ice cream, you know, they could be sticking their fingers, at least they know if it's cold. But, I mean, you know, people are just held in by all this stuff, and then they're called almost insultingly a single name. And the same with the song. I mean, I can say what the song's called, which isn't going to be much of a clue unless you've heard it before, or I can explain what it's about, and I'm going to be lying. So, in the end, there's not much point, really. Okay, take a deep breath and yip-a-dang. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm completely grey, you're completely mad. You're a middle-aged baby and the world is bad. Let's go thundering in a juicy chasm down a mossy chine. I can feel your tongue running down my spine. Let's go thundering. Let's go thundering. Ah, your breath is sweet, it's beyond belief, and your mouth curls round like a leaf. And the sky is bruised, kind of overcast. It's about to rain, this bit always goes so fast. Let's go thundering. Let's go thundering. 'Cause you gotta go. Yes, you gotta go now. Oh, you gotta go. Thunder breaks and the lightning flash, I'll be in your heart even if we crash. When the thunder breaks and the rain comes down, in the naked light I will kiss your gown. Let's go thundering. Let's go thundering. 1, 2, 3. There's a jeweled box by your fleecy bed, and your fingernails caress my head. You're the one I love, you're the one I've got, you're the one I'm with, even when I'm not. Let's go thundering. Let's go thundering. 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 Let's go thundering. Miss Demme. Here we is not far away. I don't know what kind of church you like to imagine, but I like to imagine a church full of carcasses. You know, there's one big carcass at the end in extreme pain, and there's a lot of carcasses in various stages of agony kneeling towards it. And maybe coming down the aisle, there's two kind of proto-carcasses with their hacked and mangled digits bonded together in a bloody welt. And they're being clubbed by a priest. Outside the church, there's even more carcasses who hopefully are at rest. And above the church, there is a sort of huge mega carcass with a long white beard and a top hat who's going, "Well done, my children." And there's another who's on his mobile phone to the bloke in the, vestry or whatever it is, who says, "I think we got more in than usual, Lord." And he says, "Okay, wang it up next time." It's very dangerous to mock people's beliefs because you can be tortured and destroyed by other human beings. Very seldom do divine forces actually wreak their vengeance on you, but it's very dangerous to be an infidel in someone's eyes. I believe very firmly in God. In terms of spirituality, I also have an infinite contempt for religion, which I think is hijacking people's spirituality for political purposes, and I think religion is perilously close to pornography in that respect. Said I'm a willow bending in your mind. I'm a mirror cracked from side to side. I'm a snow-covered mountain in an empty room. I'm a house that burns down every night for you. Said I'm a doorway leading to the dark. I'm a liquid you're dissolving in. I'm a policeman working in an empty house. I'm a distant steeple on a long abandoned place. Sometimes when I'm lonely, baby, then I'm only you. Said I'm a pattern on a china bowl. I'm a memory engraved upon your soul. I'm a prison cell without a door. I'm a finger drawing on a frosty window pane. Sometimes when I'm lonely, baby, then I'm only you. Sometimes when I'm lonely, baby, then I'm only you. Seems like you were in a glass hotel. Seems like there was someone else as well. It seems like everything was going well. It seems like you were up there in your glass hotel. It seems like a dream. Oh, the radio was playing in the darkness of the hall. There was someone standing with you who just wasn't there at all, and you were laughing. In a corridor of blue, a geranium came out of it, reminded me of you, and I was crying. Seems like you were in a glass hotel. It seems like there was someone else as well. It seems oh, there's nothing in the future and there's nothing in the past. There is only this one moment and you gotta make it last. And you were laughing in glass hotel.
Ah, yeah, when you extinguish the candle, then you have to pay the penalty. The penalty is that you're transported from here by two minotaurs, which you know are human up to the neck, and then they have bull's heads. They have real bull's heads. They're not just wearing bull head masks. They actually become bull from the neck up. And the minotaurs, they have a lot of duct tape, and they swaddle you in it, or gaffer tape if you're watching in England. And you're swaddled in duct tape and you're carried away by the two minotaurs down an endless series of ducts. And then you're pinpointed just above, about 2,723 feet above sea level. And you are fired out over central London. And then you come down and it's the reverse of normal gravity. It actually gets slower as you get nearer to the ground. So you run out of momentum about 8 feet above Leicester Square, and everybody thinks that you're a bomb, a thermonuclear device, because we've always been brought up in our folk stories in Britain that the bomb would detonate above ground to achieve maximum devastation. So as they see this thing, which is you, swaddled in duct tape, coming down over central London, people begin to flee. And there's enormous traffic congestion, especially on the A4, but also on some of the other main routes. And like the beginning of the A1 and whatever it's called, Highbury Corner and all that stuff, it gets more and more cluttered and people are fleeing and they're starting to tread on each other in their panic, and they're spilling cups of honey and they're knocking over theodolites and retort stands and trivets and all those sort of things. And a lot of people are blundering through ancient chemical apparatus. And And there's stuff that people have got hundreds of people with slides, you know, slides of tissue, things like corroded lungs. They're spilling that in their panic, and they're saying, just one more cup of coffee, Miss Patterson, and then it's getting spilt as well, and they're getting more and more disturbed. And rubber tyres, which have never seen the outside of a wheel, they're just cosmetic. They come smashing through the Venetian blinds, and they knock over the paper cups, and they hit the files, and the computers all go blank, and the buildings begin to shake, and they realise there's something wrong underground, so they have a strike underground, and hundreds of passengers are trapped underground as you get closer and closer to the surface, and then just 8 feet above Leicester Square you stop.
Something new as the nights get older. Something new as if you couldn't see. In the best years of my life, at least I haven't got a wife. Something new, you what, not me. Something new as the dead things moulder in Leicester Square. That's the place to be. After all these ruined years, let me realize your fears. Something new, you what, not me. This kind of song, middle bits are so predictable, but you came along. You were not at all predictable. I didn't think you'd be like this. I didn't think you'd be like this. Well, I didn't even think that you'd be like this, that you'd be like this, that I'd feel like this, but something new as the nights get colder and you heat up and you are next to me in the twilight of this world. You are my Dutch, Australian, Hungarian, Jewish girl. Something new, you what, not me. Something you something me.
So London's in a panic. The whole place is just... I mean, you're not a bomb. You didn't need to explode. It doesn't matter. Enough damage has been done without a shot being fired in anger and unnecessary bloodletting. Just the whole system is cracking up. But you've got this problem. You can't reach the ground because there's a problem with physics. So what do?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yip 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 yip. This old man, he was flesh. They wheeled him in upon a trolley. Virulin, virulin. Draw a window on his skin now. Virulin, this old man, he was next, blindfolded to face the volley. Virulin, virulin, love will come of all our sins. Paint that on my tail fin now. Virulin, virulin. This old man persevered. In his mind he lay with Molly. Virulin, virulin, cleanse us with your healing grin. Septicemia always wins now. Virulin, come a high, come a low. Blood is precious, yes or no. I believe in surgery, and that's a fact. I believe in making it easy. I believe in surgery, but I never act. I believe in making it easy. Easy, 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 easy. Oh, yip, 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 yip. Yip 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 yip. This old man, he was gone, and I was sorry. Virulin, virulin. Down I spiral, down I spin. Forces, sweetheart, I'm your twin now. Virulin, virulin, yip 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 yip.
That's the first piece of coffee I've had for 3 weeks. It's going to be interesting to observe what that does to my system. It's very good to get rid of as much stuff as you can. I mean, just not to have too much in you of anything. This next song was very jittery. I was very jittery when I penned it. I wrote it on a piece of yellow paper on or about September the 30th, 1988. And I know with or without coffee, I was very jumpy. There's a justice in this world, and I know just what she's called. She's called Elaine. There's a dead man in your heart, and he takes up too much room. Just what he's called. He's called Steve. There's a farmer in the clouds, sowing golden seeds, and he's feeding on your dreams. That's the only thing you need, and I know just what he's called. He's called Ray. I'm starting to freeze, freeze, freeze. I know I wrote the book
justice in this world. And she's cruel but she's fair, and I know just what she's called. She's called Elaine. And now, by the light of the tomato, this is Captain Keegan. That might be sharp. Yeah. Anyway, this is a really comfortable song. It's a musical equivalent of a sofa or a contour-fitted chair. It's unable to cause you any pain whatsoever. I mean, you know, unless actually hearing the harmonics of this kind of thing is painful, but it's designed not to upset you in the least. It's not even bland. You know, you couldn't say this is annoyingly comfortable. It's like I was in a lobby once in Minneapolis, and in fact there was a whole hotel on top of it as well. And I was in the lobby, and it was icy outside. There were people with ice picks, and they were just hauling themselves along the surface, like they do when they turn the screen horizontally. And they were inching their way along Nicollet Mall, and there was a howling blizzard. And inside, there was this Muzak playing in the lobby, and I had a hangover, and I was carrying a meat cleaver, and I went up to the desk, and I said, could you turn the Muzak down, please? And they said, I'm sorry, sir, we can't. And I said, I took my cleaver out. And I said, why not? And they said, because it's pleasing. Okay. If you start, then I'll follow you. I gotta go, but it won't be so. I don't be back again. I gotta leave, but I don't believe we won't be back again. No, 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 no. Everything's inside another. No, 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 no. Alright, yeah. I gotta walk, but I'm gonna put my fork next to your spoon. got a split. It's a quaint old-fashioned way to leave the room. Smelling burning leaves, everyone beside another. No, 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 alright, yeah. Whatever you pray to, that's where you belong. I'm gonna get mine someday. I'm gonna get mine. I gotta laugh, but there's half of me that wants to sit and cry. I've got a split. It's a quaint old-fashioned way to say goodbye. Goodbye. What's your mother for? Not a launch pad for your father. No, 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 no. Alright, yeah. Alright, yeah. Alright, Savior, there isn't any Lord, there isn't a Madonna sitting there to be adored. There is no damnation, 'cause there is no salvation. This is it for you, and baby, this is it for me. Watch out, honey, where do you go when you die? Where do you go when you die? The church is full of people praying to themselves, praying to each other, praying not to go to hell. The church is full of people praying to the void, eyes deep within them, and they're feeling paranoid. All I ever been is me, all I know is and I will turn to nothing in the second that I die. Oh, where do you go when you die? Where do you go when you die? Your consciousness evaporates, your body hits the ground. And if you have a soul, you know it will not stick around. It could merge with Napoleon's, or blend with easy ease. Might get stuck in limbo, like a balloon stuck in the trees. There ain't no Pontius Pilate. There ain't no Judas Priest. It's just a lump of rotting meat, officially pronounced deceased. Oh yeah, baby. Where do you go when you die? Where do you go when you die? You're not supposed to ask this question. You're supposed to be here now. And if you have good karma, you won't come back as a piece of British beef, yeah. Where do you go when you die? Nowhere. Where do you go when you die? Thank you, Captain Keegan. After all the jacks are in their boxes, and the clowns have all gone to bed, you can hear happiness slide on downstream. Footprints dressed in red, and the wind whispers Mary. A broom is drearily sweeping up the broken pieces of yesterday's life. Somewhere a queen is weeping, somewhere a king has no wife, and the wind moans Mary. The traffic lights, they'll turn all blue tomorrow and shine in emptiness down on my bed. The tiny island sags on downstream, 'cause the life that was there is dead, and the wind howls Mary. Ever remember the names it has blown in the past? Oh, with its crutch, its old age, and its wisdom, it whispers, no, this will be the last. So the wind cries Mary.
All right, I'll wrap up this harmonica session with this one. You know, when you think you're right about things, that can make you very bitter. If the rest of the world hasn't happened to go along with your way of seeing things, and if the rest of the world includes someone you've been close to, then you feel worse. No, I don't remember Guildford. What was there something jogged my memory? Not the cathedral or the pool. If there's a pool, I'm a little past it. I'm near enough to be scorched, not blasted, but no, I don't remember Jenna Road, even though we lived there. And things came through the letterbox thick and fast. It's in the past, it's in the bracken. Did something happen? The sky just blackened. Now there's a butterfly on my face, and I'm a number in a drawer. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da. Hang up your net, child. Show some respect to the ghosts that are ruining your life. It's your life. I don't remember falling from a flagpole onto a taxi to leave my imprint and my entrails for you to kiss in the morning sun. Ba-da-da.
I don't remember Guildford. Okay, well, we'll leave you with this. It's Denny and Tim and myself, and we've stopped. We'll be back tomorrow and the day after that, and we were also here yesterday. If all time is eternally present, all time is unredeemable. Either that or it's redeemable, I can't remember which. Phosphorus. You and I are higher than the loft, gliding through the snowdrifts in a miniskirt, glistening and olive, yeah, but soft. Got a little apple in your eye, as if you had it all, as if you had no belly. You were on my skin, and so am I. Beautiful queen, your beautiful cheek, beautiful queen. I'm not afraid to be the only person on the planet. I'm not afraid to be the only person in the world with you. Between the different worlds I slip for you. You're the warm creation of a sigh, as if you had no will, as if you had just apples tumbling between you and the sky. Beautiful queen, with your beautiful jeans. Beautiful queen. I'm not afraid to be the only person on the planet. I'm not afraid to be the only person in the world with you. Thrill me again. Won't you thrill me again? Won't you thrill me again? is numbered in the library. So is every kiss and every fly. And when the thunder calls, it trembles in your belly, vanishing above the letter Y. Beautiful queen with your beautiful G. Beautiful queen with your beautiful G. Beautiful queen. Denny, Tim, me, you. Good night. See you tomorrow.
There's hair in this.
You said that before. What, just in that particular...
I think so.
Is there hair in the other dips? Or are there hairs in the other dips?
I think it's just this one.
Anything good? These are nice. Oh, I meant to say I was filling up.
That's not what you said. You said something like people might be filling up, or people might be getting full.
Ah,
Full, not a word you hear a lot around here.
people might be getting full.
I think I've swallowed all the hair.
Oh, do you want
There's
some more?
definitely hair in this. Oh, there's hair in something. Maybe it's in the falafels. Did you find any
Hair?
hair in your
I didn't-
falafel?
No,
Are you sure?
I'll cut the other ones open.
Like fine brown hair.
God, do you think they've... Oh, hang on, what's that? No, it's just a little bit... Because there's fibre in them, isn't there?
Yeah, no, this is definitely hair, human hair. It's kind of put me off my food slightly.
Oh, aren't you full anyway?
Come to the end. Yes, it's at the end of a meal.
Shovel City.
What happens if you swallow hair? Does it get caught in your intestines?
No, it passes right through the intestine and comes out in the faeces.
It doesn't sort of strangle tubing on you.
No, because it's inside. I mean, if you ate masses and masses of hair...
Oh, God. Have you ever
Eventually
had that
it-
seaweed? There's a seaweed that's like that.
What, if you swallow masses of it?
Argy once took me to some place, some Japanese restaurant, and it was a Japanese seaweed. And this one is like green hair. It's just like human hair, but it's green. And it comes in the soup bowl, and it looks like someone's drowned in your plate, and all you can see is their hair. It's
Floating up from below.
Yeah, like if you imagine there was a hole in the table, and they were just underneath vertically in a vat, and all you got was the top bit in a nice little bowly pot. It's really horrible. And I put it in my mouth, and it's just like putting in a mouthful of human hair.
Can you
It's
bite it
absolutely
off?
Disgusting.
It's not.
Probably, but I just spat it all out. I didn't
It's
have
not
any.
pleasant.
No, it's hideous. I'm intrigued to know what it was in because it's pretty horrible. Can I open another one of your falafels up?
Yeah, if you want to open the rest of it.
This isn't a ruse to eat them.
No, I know, because you're full anyway.
Mm.
Still got that leaf in your